Hello.
Am I audible, Manali?
Yes, you are now audible, but I'm not sure if you have started something speaking. I just heard, am I audible? Okay. Have you started already?
Oh, you Srinivasan. So I have 15 plus years of experience in performance testing and performance engineering. So in Isha, I'm taking training for Dynatrace APM tool, AppDynamics APM tool, Neuralink, Datadog APM tool, performance engineering sessions also. And I also take training for LoadRunner, Jmeter, Neoload, Gatling performance testing tool also. So I have experience in working with multiple clients, multiple verticals. I have experience. So with that brief introduction about me, we'll look into the course content what we are going to learn as part of this course journey. So because right now the industry is actually moving towards the trend of learning APM tools, because APM tool is actually having a lot of capabilities which is making your life easy. So now everybody started they started talking about observability, site reliability engineering, those concepts and all, right? So in line to that, every APM tool they are implementing their capabilities also, which is making our life easy. Okay. Say like if I ask the question like how to find layer level performance issues, or how do you know the issue is actually there in the front end or back end, or in what way you will approach to identify your performance bottleneck and all, many they don't have idea how they are going to do it. But actual answer is, if you are having the APM tool, your task is little easy, because APM tools are designed in a way you are going to find the problem across the layer. Okay. So even I explained about this word observability and site reliability engineering, right? That is also nowadays every customer they started talking about these buzzwords. So in order to, I mean, you wanted to make yourself inline to those concepts. Yes, learning APM tool is also important, because APM tool is actually having the capability. Okay. So maybe I'll tell you what is observability. What is observability? Okay. So based on the external output, you are going to comment on the internal part of the application. Okay, that is a plain theoretical definition of the observability. Okay, based on the external output, you are going to comment on the internal part of the application. How your application is actually working based on the external output. Okay. So for that external output is actually important. So what observability, by definition, what they are saying, they have three pillars. They have three pillars. What is that? Metrics, logs, traces. Okay. This as melt, MELT, metrics, events, logs, trace, like that. So, so what they are doing based on these informations, metrics, events, logs, trace. Based on these information, they are going to comment on the internal part of the application, how your application is actually working. Okay, with the metrics information, events information, logs information, trace information, they are going to comment on the internal part of the application, how your application is actually working. Okay, so that is the buzzword now, guys. In the recent times, everybody started talking about these buzzwords. This capability nowadays, every APM tool they started implementing. Every APM tool they started implementing. They are inline to these concepts nowadays. So instead of relying on external tools for collecting this metrics, events, logs, trace, people are preferring to use APM tools, because single tool all answer. Single tool all answer. Actually, In industry, what people are using, they are using Loki. Okay, they are using Grafana. Okay, Prometheus. This is the high level name, or they are internally using the word Loki for log, tempo for traces. Okay, so these are the tool options that they are having to capture the observability metrics. But instead of going with these options, that two open source options sometimes will create problem like that. Customers are having the mindset. That is the reason which is a commercial option, and you have a support from the team as well. So your task is little easy. That is the reason every customer they are preferring to go to APM tools. Okay. So why I am explaining this, because right now the first topic is what are APM tools. That understanding is missing from many of the professionals. Okay, if I go and ask them what are APM tools, also many they don't have that understanding. What is this APM tool and what for it is actually used? If you are using a traditional approach, it is going to be a time consuming procedure. If you are using APM tool, how quickly you are going to identify the problem, that understanding is right now missing. That is the reason we are having this topic one. APM tools means what? Okay, application performance, application per numbers. This is this number. CPU utilization is so and so number, memory utilization is so and so number, like that. It will give you only number. Monitoring tool will only give you number. But this tool, why I'm saying it is a management tool, because apart from giving the numbers, it is also helping you to do certain other managing activities also, like alerting, notification, integration, like that. They are giving other capabilities also. That is the reason I'm using the word management also. Application performance monitoring or application performance management tool. They are saying I'm facing some challenge or I'm facing some issue is actually happening in the application, like that. If they are reporting certain issue, whether the problem is actually there in the browser layer, or in the service layer, or in the infra layer, or in the database layer, or in the network layer, like that, they have to spend whole lot of time to identify where the problem is. Sometimes it may take 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, like that, to find only the problem itself. Where the problem itself, in order to find that, they'll spend 8 hours, 10 hours, more than 10 hours also, those days and all. Those days, okay, 10 years, 15 years before I'm saying. And that too, nobody will accept it is my problem, right? So because you need to prove them in a way that it is actually a problem with the DB, or it is a problem with applications, like that. So because of that, those days it is a real challenge to identify which layer is the problem and then start working on it. But nowadays, because of using this APM tool, because the APM tool is actually having lot of capabilities, because of using this APM tool, your task is little easy. Your task is little easy. You are going to find whether it is actually a browser related issues, or it is actually a service related issues, or it is actually a infra related issues, it is actually a database related issues, like that. Each layer you can go to each layer, and then you can identify where the problem is. Okay, and so that you can share the relevant information to the respective team, telling them like this is what the problem is, and this is the place we are getting issue. This is a metric which is actually telling you that there is a problem, so that identification of the problem is easy. You are only going to fix the problem. Okay, because of you, identification of the issue is little easy. Identification of the issue is little easy. Only you are going to fix the problem. That is what you are going to get the benefit if you are using the APM tool. The APM tool usage is, this is what you are going to do it. I'll take a pass here, guys. Any question till now?
No.
Okay, thank you. So and also we should understand what for we are using this tool also, right? Say in this forum, maybe I mean someone from the performance testing background. Okay, someone from the performance testing background. Say like you are doing a performance testing activity for example, April release or March release. You are doing your performance testing activity. So once you are done with your performance testing activity, I mean, done with that means what? You executed your test. You are executed your load test. Okay, and in that, the outcome of the performance testing report says that search transaction is actually taking 15 seconds. Search transaction is actually taking 15 seconds. So the end user or the stakeholder, they will ask like, "Boss, you are saying search transaction is actually taking 15 seconds." What I mean, what they will ask you, they'll say you spent 2 to 3 days for requirement gathering. You spent 3 to 4 days for script preparation. You spent 1 or 2 days for execution, and you spent 1 or 2 days for report preparation. After 10 days or 12 days, you are coming and saying search transaction is actually taking 15 seconds. That I can identify simply by using stopwatch. Simply by using stopwatch, I can say search transaction is actually taking 15 seconds. But you spent 12 days or 10 days for identify search transaction is actually taking 15 seconds. You have to give me a detail where that 15 second is actually spending. Don't give only search transaction is actually taking 15 seconds, a plain number. A plain number, you don't give it. Instead, what you have to do, you have to give me a details where it is actually taking 15 seconds. What are all the reason for it is actually taking 15 seconds? What may be the possible reason it is actually taking 15 seconds? Like that, you need to provide the result to me. That is how your stakeholder or your development team will expect. So, why I am giving this example? Because simply if you are using the performance testing report alone and then you are sharing it to the end user, sometimes it is not going to add value. Because that is a problem, right? If you are only saying number, nobody will accept it. You need to give proof for that. Performance, yes, yes, performance testing report itself a proof only, but ultimately they will not accept if you are simply saying it's taking 15 seconds like that. If you are giving, nobody will accept it straight away. So they need additional informations or additional uh, 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 proof for saying that such transaction is actually taking 12 seconds or 15 seconds. So that's where we are going to use APM tool to provide more information. Maybe I'll ask this question in this group itself. If somebody is asking you guys, your performance testing report is saying so and so transaction is actually taking 15 seconds, what is your approach, guys? If you are getting this question, nobody is from performance testing background.
I'm not following your question. So, what do you mean? Like how to resolve that? That's what you're asking.
No, I'm not asking resolve. Your performance in your performance testing report,
Mhm.
particular transaction is actually taking 15 seconds means, how will you justify that? How will you justify, or how
Okay.
will you convince your stakeholder how or where it is actually taking 15 seconds?
15 seconds.
Yeah,
Maybe
the
the
answer is,
AP
yeah, the answer
calls.
itself, correct. The answer itself, if you are going to APM tool, the
Mhm.
answer is easy. That is what I'm trying to say. Okay,
Okay.
simply
Yeah,
by
I
using
think
performance testing tool, sometimes it is hard to convince them. Yeah, okay.
yeah, I think in Dynatrace we have event traces, right? So we can expand that and we can see where actual sub.
Yeah, that is what you are again telling or emphasizing whatever I'm saying. So yeah, so uh, uh, APM tools are the solutions. Okay, because simply by using performance testing tools, certain times it is hard to convince your stakeholders because your performance testing tool is actually a HTTP traffic, right? So obviously they are going to give HTTP details, and then even yes, HTTP details are also good only, but certain times it is hard to convince the stakeholder with the number that you are getting it from the performance testing tool. Okay, just a minute. We got one answer. We will find a hotspot on the call. Yeah, that's what. End of the day, we need to logically explain our stakeholder in a way where that 15 seconds is actually taking or where the 10 seconds is actually taking. You need to provide your findings and observations to the stakeholder also, right? You need to explain them this particular place, so and so thing happened. CPU is actually spiking, memory is actually spiking, and your front end monitoring metric is actually showing high response time, or your query is actually taking time, like that. You need to logically explain the stakeholder so that they will understand. Yes, you have to provide your information to the stakeholder also. RK, you have any question, RK? Okay, sure. So that is what
Hi,
we are.
hello.
Yeah, Anjali.
Yeah, I have one question. When I was just going through the Datadog site, there I found APM and RUM as two different licenses. Is my understanding correct? And
See,
just wanted to know what's the difference between that, because APM and RUM both will be doing similar things, right?
in Datadog only the naming conventions are actually like that, Anjali. Okay, real user monitoring and APM. See, APM they are trying to maintain a name structure only. Okay, and your RUM is actually more focused on your browser side naming structure. Okay, that is what they are trying to maintain. But if you look at their screen navigations, they are categorizing like that, Anjali. Okay.
So you mean to say RUM they are using for more for getting the client side stats like that?
Yeah, real user monitoring, right? So real user monitoring means that is what they are trying to maintain it.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
Yeah. So yeah. So the n- next topic we are going to discuss is why these tools are required to be learned by DevOps engineers, performance testers, and performance engineers, because that is also a mindset with the people that it is actually a tool for performance testers. This is actually a tool for performance testers. That is what everybody is actually thinking. Yes, we can accept to a certain extent because the activity that you are doing it inside your APM tool mostly related to performance testers, but it doesn't mean that it is a tool for performance testers. Okay, anybody can use it provided what activity that they are performing is actually matters. Developers can use it, performance testers, performance engineers, DevOps engineers, system support engineers, anybody can use it actually. Anybody can use it provided what activity that they are performing is actually matters. Okay, so that also we are going to discuss in a detailed way, like developers what for they can use it, or performance testers what for they can use it, performance engineers, system support engineers, like that we will discuss in that session. We'll discuss in a detailed way, and then straight away we'll go with the data introduction, APM tool introduction. So actually, Gartner APM. So if you look at it, the leaderboard, Gartner's leaderboard, you can see Datadog. Okay, so I mean, they are actually a leading tool in the industry right now. That is the reason every customer they started focusing on Datadog tool also. Apart from, yes, there are market players are there. In that, Datadog is also uh, growing, and many customer they wanted to implement Datadog in their organizations also. That is how the familiarity is actually how high now for Datadog tool also, because they are implementing new features and capabilities. So any tool when it will become famous is that how frequently they are providing the features for the end user, how they are inline to the market trends, how their compatibility matrix is actually good with the latest trends in the market, technology compatibility, trends in the market, or new features, or artificial intelligence capabilities. All those things are actually matters. Okay, yes, Datadog is also inline to our expectations. Every new capabilities, artificial intelligence capabilities, integration capabilities, everything they are implementing periodically. So that is the reason they are also leading the market. Okay, so yes, there are other tools are also there in the market. As I mentioned, Dynatrace, AppDynamics, Neuralink, Datadog. These are the familiar tools in the market. In that, Datadog is also getting a good name in the industry right now, along with other APM tools as well. Okay, so the introduction part of it we will see in the detailed way in the later part, and then we are going to straight away see if these APM tools how it is actually working. I'll tell you. These APM tools are actually working in the concept of agents. Agents. Okay, agent is nothing but a small piece of software you are going to install. Okay, agent. Datadog in this case, it is Datadog agent. So you are going to install the agent, and whatever the relevant information that you require, you are going to monitor through Datadog agents. Okay, so not only this case, okay, not only this APM tool, every APM tool is actually working in the same way. You are going to install the agent, and agent will collect the data, and collected data it will send it to the UI. I mean, any UI, be it like Dynatrace, AppDynamics, Neuralink, Datadog. It will send it to the UI. In UI, you are going to see all the data. Okay, so so UI in the sense like there is a DB also available, but I'm saying you are going to display the information in the UI. That is the common learning across the APM tool. Every APM tool is actually working in the same concept. So now you go back to 10 years, 15 years before and all. That time we used monitoring tools, right? Tools like Perfmon, or tools like Nmon, VMstat, NetStat, IOStat. Those are monitoring capabilities that are there, right? Those are, I mean, they don't have any agent as such. They'll use the native capability, and then they'll try to monitor the metrics. So now the trend is actually changed. Now everybody, what they are doing, they are installing the agent. They are installing the agent. The agents are designed in a way it will capture very detailed information. Okay, very detailed information. That is the reason these agent based tools are actually very famous. But here and there are challenges also. I mean, first and foremost thing, your customer should be ready to install agent in their infrastructure. Okay, that was the challenge those days when APM tools came to the market, right? That time the mind block was there with the customers. They will not straight away accept to install any external agent into the production servers those days. Not now. Those days they had a mind block that if I install any external agent, will it create any overhead or what, or some security issue will happen or what, something will happen to my infrastructure or what. That was the case those days. Those days everybody had a mind block that something. Every APM tools, now every customer they are accepting the APM tool installation, because they have the good reputation in the market, and they are giving a good result, and there is no history that they created a problem. They, because of the APM tool installation, something happened in the production environment, like that, no history available. So because of that, the acceptance is actually high now. So those challenges and all gone. Now everybody started accepting for installing the agents in their infrastructure. So In this particular topic, what we are going to do, I am going to explain how to install the agent. Okay, both I'm going to show you both the flavors. I'm going to show you both the flavors: installing the Datadog agent in one of the Windows machine, installing the Datadog agent in one of the Linux machine also. Because maybe in your real world you may be getting an opportunity to install in both the infrastructure also. So that is the reason we are going to see one example in each of the server, so that you will be little familiar with the installation part also. See, so two part, right? Either you are going to do installation, configuration, maintenance. That is also one activity. That is Datadog level. Or else you are going to use as a professional. Professional, what they will do? They are not worried about installation, configuration, maintenance and all. They are going to worry about the metric that is actually received in Datadog. Inside the Datadog, what I'm going installation, configuration, maintenance is one activity. Yes, there are organization, they require that kind of a people also. Or professionals. Professionals means what they are going to do? They are going to do monitoring, actual monitoring they are going to do. They are going to monitor the infrastructure level monitoring, or real user monitoring, whatever monitoring that they are doing. That is the second activity in our course content. Course content, okay. So in that, the first activity what we are going to do, we are going to learn about agent installation and how you are going to bring the data to Datadog, right? So that also we are going to discuss in a detailed way. I'll take a pass here, guys.
Installing
See,
our site? Is it a
you also should
practical?
do. No,
Yeah.
expectation is you are also going to do that. Okay.
Okay, okay, okay.
Now I will explain first, and I'll tell you how to do, and you also should create an account and then do it in your machine. If you are facing the challenge, you have to come back and then we'll discuss and then resolve the problem. That's how it's actually going to work. Okay, everything should be practical, hands-on experience is actually important. Because when you are doing only, see, sometimes you whatever you see in my screen may be green, all good, but when you are
Hmm.
doing it only, you will face a lot of challenges. Okay, so that is the good learning. So expectation is, yes, everybody has to do, but first I will do it in my machine, and you will go back and then you will do it in your machine, and then if you are facing any challenge, we will discuss and then resolve it.
Okay.
Yeah. So for the learners who joined today for evaluating us, okay, this is Kumar sir number 8019952427. I'll copy paste this number in the chat. You guys can take it. Okay, this is Kumar sir number 8019952427. You can reach out to Kumar sir for any further information, course content, course timing, fees related, anything that you want to discuss, you can discuss with Kumar sir. We are going to have this session by 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. IST. Okay, 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. IST. Correspondingly, in other locations, the corresponding timeline will be there in the website itself here. Okay, so 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. IST. Corresponding timelines are there in the website. Okay, and we are going to have 10 hours of session. 10 hours of session we are going to have it. Okay, 10 plus hours of session we are going to have it. And all these sessions are actually recorded. Now also the session is actually recorded. All these sessions are actually recorded. I am in that playlist URL, and these videos you are going to have it for lifetime access. Okay, these videos you are going to have it for lifetime access. Okay, you can watch it a number of times, even after completion of the session also. If you are watching it and then if you are still having any question, you can come back and ask your question. So these videos you are going to have it for lifetime access, and all the artifacts, supporting documents, softwares and everything, we are going to share it through Google Drive. Okay, so that you can download, set up the tools in your machine also, and then you can do your learning along with our session. So practical learning we are going to give it. Interview questions also we will discuss. Industry best practices also we will discuss. What I mean, customers what they are expecting also we are going to discuss. Okay, so those who wanted to enroll for this course journey, please reach out to Kumar sir for further information. 8019952427 is number. So today we discussed about the starting course content and what is the expectation of learning this tool and all. So from tomorrow, the actual session, the day one session, we are going to start. So we don't want to miss any topic. We wanted to please reach out to Kumar sir for further information. 8019952427 is number, guys. Any question, guys? Still no?
So Satish, are we going to get any, I mean, like free? Are we going to install any free servers also to get the metrics from those servers to Datadog?
No, you yourself, your machine itself a server only, right? You can
Ah,
practice
yes.
in your machine itself.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It is Windows, so we can
Yeah,
convert it as IIS. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Sure. So those who wanted to enroll for this course journey, please reach out to Kumar sir for further information. Thanks for the learners who joined today. Thanks for giving me this opportunity. We will continue the same in the upcoming days also. Thanks for joining and have a nice day. Bye bye.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Satish. Bye. Bye.
Thank you.